All right, I just finished throwing this little vase. Now I did do something different while I was throwing this. I threw it about twice the thickness throughout this part. So once I got this the thickness that I wanted it to be, about 1/2 inch, then I started pulling up the walls just here to get it to be the normal thickness that I want, 1/4 inch thick. Now the reason why I left the bottom so heavy is because what I'm going to do to this pot is facet it. That means that I'm going to actually cut away planes of clay in some sort of way to create faceted sides. And the tool that I use for this, super fun, the cheese grater or the cheese slicer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cheese slicer, and I have to be really careful when I'm doing this that I'm not going to slice through the walls of my pot, but hopefully my extra thickness will help me manage to not cut all the way through. So I'm just going to slice straight down, cut it off, and then I'm going to go around to the opposite side, so I'm moving that facet straight to the back, and I'm going to facet opposite it. Get rid of that. Now I'm going to go perpendicular to those two sides. And you could do this in a curved pattern. It doesn't always have to be vertical. You could do it horizontally. Get creative with that. Ooh, I have like a little ridge. I'm going to try to smooth that out. That could be dangerous though if I try to cut more away. Maybe I'll just smooth that with my rib a little bit. That looks better. Okay, now I'm going to go opposite of that one. And now I'll cut these last little bits in between. And of course you don't have to do it this way. Anytime you're slicing the clay away, you're faceting it, creating these flat planes. And I can do this when my pot is leather hard. I can do this right after it comes off the wheel, kind of whichever you prefer. You don't want to wait too long. It's easier to do when the clay is pretty soft. All right, and there I have my faceted pot.